just year 2 of the program over here. Y'all are coming off of beating the defending state champions in this division in Vermilion Catholic. Now you'll have Southern Lab semifinal, date to the Dome on the line. How does it feel just to take this kind of a step in just the second year of Madison Prep varsity football?
Well, it feels good, like real good. Cause after the game last week, like I really had tears coming out my eyes, cause like I just know we went out there and played our hardest and played our heart out for that game. Cause nobody never would have thought we would have been this far. Like most teams that we played, they thought we had just been shut out and just been out the playoffs. You know, they just took us out. So I just feel good about the situation.
Yeah, what's it mean to get that win last week and now be in a state semifinal?
That was a big win for the program in school. Well, in 2 years, I never thought in my sophomore year I would be in the semifinals this fast. You know? And I feel like the team came a long way since Coach Roach got here. We went from a failing season to a top of the choice season. And like, you know.
Like basically, we the underdogs. Like we just feel like that. We the underdogs. Nobody never, like I said, nobody never would expect us. So I feel like we just gotta just work hard. Like every time before in the game, every Friday I say to everybody, come out and play 100%. Just give 100% no matter what. If we win or lose, even though we want to win, but I just say play 100% and never give up. And you know you always gonna come out with a great outcome.
I always feel like it's your last game because you never know. This might be your last game. You might not have it next year. You can't always promise next year.
So to go from not having a varsity football team here to then the first year and maybe showing like some flashes of potential to now being at a point where y'all are in the semifinals would have been some of the kind of the biggest keys that y'all felt are biggest steps forward y'all have taken. Obviously y'all have that positive attitude. What have been some of the things that y'all have liked, that y'all have seen to go over the last 2 years, just the progress y'all have made?
Basically, to me, I guess to him too, like ever since we got here, it been like it was a varsity school to us. That's how we always played, and that's how we always had to play. Cause coach always tell us it's never like no freshman, cause a freshman could start any day. So really, when you come here, it's just like it's varsity atmosphere. So you gotta play at that rate and potential. You gotta have that potential already. So the freshman and varsity, I just play it at 100% every time, and I tell my team to play it like that too.
Yeah, it really don't matter. Freshman between senior, once you all put on a uniform, you know what I mean? Everybody on the field, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, it doesn't matter really. You all playing the same game.
Y'all pretty excited to see Southern Lab again?
Yes, sir. Really excited.
What was y'all's feeling, I guess, after the first time y'all saw them and it went so lopsided against y'all? What was y'all's biggest takeaway from that game?
Well, we had never been in an atmosphere like that. Like Madison Prep, we have maybe 56 people, not even that much of the game. And for us to come on the field and have that many people in the crowd, sold out stands, it really shocked us and everything had went routed.
Yeah, like I feel like the game, it was just, I feel both teams, we was amped up. I just feel like, I feel like it was the atmosphere, but as we go, we get used to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like like I said, I feel we just come out there and play 100 and just, try to get the win. Well, I know we gonna get the win. That's a must.
How much differently do y'all feel in terms of, y'all mentioned being kind of thrown off maybe by that atmosphere some, and then you have Kentwood, and then y'all have had 2 playoff games. How much differently do y'all feel in terms of just being more prepared for that sort of?
Well, like Rose said, that was our first time playing a big atmosphere, and ever since that game, we had played in a big atmosphere. We went to Kentwood, have a big atmosphere. We went to Alabama. We played Vermilion Catholic, and that was the #1 team. We knocked them out. Yeah. Nobody never thought that would happen. So our defense that came a long way because before that we was winning games, and Southern Lab just gave us our reality check.
Yeah, they just woke us up, and I'm kind of glad that they did that, just to know that you always can be beat. So never get your head too high, and you always just gotta push it. Never think you just better than no one. You got never underestimate anybody. Just play at 100% rate.
Is that the biggest difference? Is that the biggest thing that needs to change? Is y'all just being more into it and prepared from like the mental side of things? Y'all feel like if y'all can do what y'all had hoped to do that night, it's a good.
Just be more mental and stay focused, and just nobody get off their task. Like everybody has a duty on the team, and just as long as everyone stay on their task and no mistakes. I know we probably gonna make some mistakes, but no big mistakes. we gonna have this game, like, cause we've been mentally focused ever since that game. It really had woke us up from that day when we came home back to the locker room. That woke me up, and I know it woke my team up too. So ever since that day, we just been working harder and harder.
Well, I'm not glad that happened, but I thought it happened for a reason, because ever since that, every position and every skill coach has been working harder, and this is our first time playing athletes better than us. You know, we always thought we was the best athletes, and they showed us what so we have to work harder, play smarter, you know, get out here and get focused, practice harder. And ever since that, we've been down here.
The two Baton Rouge area schools, not too far from one another, district rivals and all that. One of y'all is going to the Superdome. Any thoughts on that? So, y'all get to see each other again. Two schools real familiar with one another, and what's on the line.
Well, after that game, after we played Southern Lab the first time, we told them we were gonna see them again. So we was focused, and once we knew that we can get shot at them again in the playoffs, this boosted our confidence up, and we just wanted to run through everybody so we can get to them again, run through them.
I feel like after that game, we told them that we're gonna see them again, and like they just brushed it off like it was just a joke or something, you know. And like Coach Roach, he told us that we was gonna be sleeping on that back door every day, like almost every day practice. Oh yeah, we sleeping on Southern Lab back door. Every other team don't matter. So we just made sure we ran through all them teams and gonna run through them and try to get to that dome. That's all really matter.